Yeah, let's do it. Are you ready? Let's get to the story. Justin's point of view. I kept my tears welled up as I walked slowly, keeping my head down. Out of all of the days for her to break up with me, it had to be on Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh. Sighing loudly, I crossed the street, seeing the park that I usually cut through. My mind was jumbled up with thoughts about her. We've been together for almost 2 years and she dumps me over my ex-best friend? That's just how cruel she is. And she had the audacity to tell me that she'd been cheating on me with him on the low for almost a month now. Angrily, I groaned, then dropped the bouquet of roses I had held in my hand and sat on the nearest bench. With my head in my hands, I inhaled and exhaled, trying to calm down. Excuse me, you dropped these. I looked up to see a girl with dark skin and an afro. She picked up the roses and smiled, with extending her arm towards me. Keep them. Happy Valentine's Day, I mumbled. It's not happy. You don't seem so happy, she said in a soft voice. May I sit? I shrug and she sits down, holding the roses in her hand. If you don't mind me asking, what's wrong? You wouldn't care. We're just strangers. Is this supposed to be Justin Bieber? Because here's the thing. I'm all for the fan fiction and, Justin Bieber falling in love with the girl, but I don't know if it's very realistic that Justin Bieber's girlfriend would break up with him on Valentine's Day, and then he would just be walking around, and then, a random girl would be like, will you tell me about it? And Justin Bieber would be like, yeah. You should follow people on the live for Valentine's Day. I agree. You know what I'm going to do after this? Because I can find a way and see everybody who joins this live. Every single person who joins this live is getting a follow. 100%. This one seems more promising than the one yesterday. The one yesterday was super bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think this one's better. Let's see. Oh, hey, RJ. Happy Valentine's Day. That rhymes. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, back to the story. My name is Ivory, but you can call me Ivy. My favorite color is purple. I love to listen to music, any genre, and I'm allergic to cats. Oh my gosh, I'm allergic to cats too. That's amazing. By the way, everybody on this live gets a follow. Furrowing my eyebrows, I look up at her, and she has an optimistic little smile on her face. My girlfriend just told me that she's been cheating on me with my ex-best friend for almost a month, and she just broke up with me. Today? Yep, I nod, crossing my arms over my chest. All of a sudden, she pulls me into a hug, my head laying on her chest. Like this. She's an obvious, explicit word that I'm not going to say. That's for sure, Ivory mumbles, rubbing my back. That's a little creepy, but okay. Someone yelled her name, and she pulled away pouting. I have to go. Maybe I'll see you around? I just nod. Thank you for the flowers. She kisses my cheek. You just met, and you're strangers, and she kisses you on the cheek. Should I kiss the bear on the cheek? Then jogs off to wherever she was called. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. We love Kashan Chili. Hope you're having a great day. Even though I wasn't very happy about this day, that Ivory girl sure made it a little more interesting. Okay, this is weird, but let's see if it gets better. Ivory. This is Ivory point of view. So now we're Ivory. I carried the roses in my hand, finding my friend who had yelled my name across the park. Where were you? Where did you get those flowers from? I was going to get water from the store and I saw this boy dropped his flowers. I didn't know if it was intentional or not, but I tried to give them back and he told me to keep them. I smile, smelling the fresh roses. Alex rolls his eyes, then turns back to the little kids he was babysitting. Was he cute? Alex laughs. I think you can see him from here. I trail off, looking. So, does she not know it was Justin Bieber? Is that the thing? Like, she doesn't know who she is? Is she living under a rock? She doesn't know who Justin Bieber is? Whatever. I think you can see him from here. I trail off, looking back up to where I was before. He was sitting there, but when Alex finally got a glimpse of him, he stood up and started walking. But yes, he's very cute. Why didn't you tell me to shut up? It's Valentine's Day, Ivory. You could have gotten a boyfriend. Alex winks. Oh, so Alex doesn't know it's Justin Bieber either? Is Justin Bieber just supposed to be a normal person? Is that what we're doing? Is that what the story is? Because this says Valentine's and it says JB, and the cover has a picture of Justin Bieber. As if somebody wouldn't recognize J. Beebs SMH. Agree. I know. Like, what the heck? Come on. Maybe they're just living under a rock. Maybe we're in Narnia where, like, Justin Bieber isn't a singer. Maybe Justin Bieber is just, like, some random guy. I don't know. Anyways. His girlfriend just broke up with him. I don't think he'd be flirting hours after, I explain, and Alex just pouts, watching over the two kids running around. Why are you babysitting today? My aunt wants today to her and her husband, so it's way more money than I usually get, he smiles. We're about to leave anyways. You coming? Yeah, I have work in like an hour. It must be from his early days, maybe, although then he would be like 12. Okay, so now we're going back to Justin's point of view. Oh my gosh, there's a teddy bear. I was dragging this huge teddy bear back into the place I bought it from. Hannah used to whine about wanting so badly, so I finally got it for her. I ate the chocolates I bought her, and I don't think I can return a customized necklace. Oh, that's so sad. Sighing, I take it to the cashier and then realize it was the same girl from earlier at the park. She works at the store. Hi, she grins. Oh, so you're returning her gifts? I nod, and she just walks around the register, finding the tag and ringing it up. You know it'll get better, right? She pokes my arm, making me look at her. I don't know her or know you personally, but I can tell you wear your heart on your sleeve. If she treated you that way, she didn't deserve you. I slightly smile, trying not to show how flustered I was by her words as she was giving me my money back. I decided I'd ask her before going back to the mall to return the necklace. I got a necklace engraved with I love you to the moon and back, and I don't think I can return it. Do you think I can? I don't think so. It's like once you make your mark on something, it's yours and no one else's. She shrugs, pulling the large bear by the cloth around its neck. Give it to someone in your family. Sighing, I pull it out of my pocket and handed it to her when she turned around. Then she shakes her head. No, the flowers were enough. That probably cost a lot of money. We're strangers. Remember? My name's Justin. My favorite color is purple. I like music. I actually write music, and I can sing, and I don't think I have any allergies. So it is Justin Bieber. Why does she know who Justin Bieber is? Is she crazy? Is she crazy? And also, another question. Why can't you return a necklace just because it says I love you to the moon and back? Like, if it said I love you to the moon and back, Hannah, then I could see why you couldn't return it. But if it just says I love you to the moon and back, like, you could give that to anybody. Just saying. Plot hole. Oh, hey, Care Doves. Hey, Jewel Bell 8. Thank you so much for joining. She crosses her arms over her, just pouting. That still doesn't mean I can take that necklace. It says I love you from the moon and back. We barely know each other. She's so sassy. Oh my gosh. He's going through a lot. Just be nice to him, okay? Like, he's Justin Bieber. Like, what's wrong with you? When I looked around, seeing all the Valentine's Day stuff laying around, I smirked and sat on the counter, realizing no one was in line behind me. I held the necklace once more and asked, "Will you be my Valentine?" Okay, this is fast. This is fast. Okay, Justin, calm down. You don't know her. You don't know who this person is. You just broke up. You need to mend. You need time to yourself. You need to find yourself. You need to get over your heartbreak. It was custom made. There's no guarantee someone else would buy it, I guess. Gotta go. Happy Valentine's, Carolyn. Happy Valentine's Day, Heather McStevens. Hope you have such a fun time with your Valentine at Target. That sounds iconic, and I hope you have the best time ever. A little too fast. I agree, RJ. I agree. Good intuition. Okay, now we're at Justin's point of view still. She stared at me and then glanced at the necklace. When she looked up at me, I smiled again, hoping she'd say yes. "I'll be your Valentine." What? But I can't take that necklace. What, girl? Girl, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Well, he's JB. Nothing is too fast. True. But then he's Justin Bieber. True. 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 But why isn't she taking the necklace? Take the necklace. What's he going to do with it? He doesn't want it. Yeah, that girl's crazy. Yeah. Okay, back to story. I pout, seeing someone in the line, so I hop off the counter. While she was ringing their things up, I took the necklace out of the case and walked behind her quietly, telling the customer to shh. She jumped a little when I put the necklace around her neck and then clipped it. "Oh, that's adorable," the customer had smiled. "The necklace is so pretty. Where did you get it?" "Tiffany & Co." The necklace is from Tiffany & Co. Okay, yeah, this is definitely Justin Bieber. Yeah, it's definitely Justin Bieber. It's not some random guy. It's definitely Justin Bieber. He got a necklace from Tiffany & Co. Oh my goodness. I reply to the lady with a smile. She nods. And while Ivy was getting the change and handing the bags over me, she glanced at me. "I'm not taking the necklace back. It's a Valentine's Day gift from my Valentine. Just keep it." Her little... Sorry, I got a sign from my phone. Her little pout made me giggle. "Did you just giggle?" "Oh my gosh, that's adorable," Ivy had exclaimed, making me all flustered. "Now you're blushing. Aw, I'm confused what's happening." "Stop," I laugh, turning my back towards her. "Buy something, or at least pretend to," Ivy randomly says. I think he bought enough. He bought a necklace from Tiffany & Co. Although I guess he's Justin Bieber. But apparently she doesn't know he's Justin Bieber. I'm confused. This story's confusing. Andom randomly says, me seeing a lady walking towards us. I grab a bag of Doritos, then she rang it up. "I'll take over from here. Someone needs help picking out a paint color, and you're the only creative one here," the lady had spoke, me opening my chips and starting to walk away. "Wait, Ivy, what time do you get off?" She turns to me. "At 4. Why?" I just nod, hoping she'd agree to do something with me after work. Ivory. Now we are at Ivory's point of view. By the way, I don't think this would actually happen in real life. I don't think Justin Bieber would do this, but maybe he would. Maybe he would. Maybe he's very romantic. I mean, they have the same color. Well, he's married, but I don't know if he wasn't married. Ivory's point of view. I was only working for 4 hours. I'm still exhausted, sighing. I take the last sip of my water, then threw away the bottle. A car pulls up, then I see Justin smiling widely as he gets out. "Why are you here?" I ask with a smile on my face. "Taking my Valentine out." He holds out his hand, flustered. I take it, and he opened the door for me, then closed it when I sat down. When he got in, he smiles. There's a little carnival not too far. It's for Valentine's Day, but it's chilly outside, so what do you want from me? We can go to the carnival. Win me a bear. I poke his cheek. Oh, this is a little too fast. This is a little too fast. Definitely better than the other one. Yeah, better than the other one. Nice choice, though. Yeah. Okay, I feel like this is a little fast. She doesn't know him. She doesn't know him. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Laughing, I put my seatbelt on as he pulled off. Can we stop at my house first? I want to change. Where do you live? I'll tell you how to get there. He nods, me telling him where to go. When we get there, I invite him in and he shakes his head, but I insist as we walk in. He chuckles. It smells like cookies. I lit a candle and blew it out before I left. The smell is still lingering. He smiles, looking around. Help yourself to anything. I'll be quick. When I came back down, I was expecting him to get food, but instead he was looking at photo albums I have, laughing at the baby photos that were captioned with my name. You're mean. You were so adorable. Shut up, I whined, covering my cheeks. Let's go. Oh, that's kind of cute. I mean, this is a little fast because they're still kind of strangers, but that's kind of cute. Ivory's point of view still. When we had arrived at the carnival, there were couples walking around and families and their kids. Smiling, I walk next to Justin and he starts walking a different direction, so I follow him. We end up at a type of baseball game and he points to the big teddy bear. Oh, I love that there are teddy bears in the story. It wasn't as big as the one he returned earlier, but it was big. Are you sure you're able to do this? I tease, and he flexes his muscles. Definitely ready. I can see Justin Bieber doing that. I can see him doing that. He pays for the game, the man behind the booth laughing. He gives Justin the baseballs, Justin chuckling the ball. All of them fell down except for one. Considering he has 2 balls left, he definitely had the chance to knock it down. Smiling, I watch as he throws the one ball, then flexing again because it fell down. Beginner's luck, I laugh, as he points to the bear he wanted. Here you go, babe. He winks, handing me the bear. I looked down, trying not to show him I was flustered by the pet name. Smiling, I hug him, mumbling, thank you, before pulling away and saying, come on, let's go get pizza. As we walk side by side, he chuckles. You know I hate making friends, talking to strangers for that matter, but you're different. Here's the thing, I actually don't believe that because I feel like Justin Bieber likes talking to strangers and like making friends, but maybe I'm wrong. That was such a JB thing. I agree, that was a JB thing for sure. Is that a good thing? I chuckle, cuddling the bear closer to me. He nods. If you wouldn't have said anything to me earlier, I'd probably be at home right now crying and probably punching a hole in the wall. That's a little aggressive. Justin. We don't want to punch a hole in the wall. He replies, shrugging. Thank you, though. No, thank you. I hip bump him a little. She hip bumps him? Why did she hip bump him? That's weird. Whatever. I would have been at home watching stupid romance movies and eating every food in my house. Well, we both saved each other from a terrible Valentine's Day, he chuckles. I'm glad you asked me to be your Valentine, I smile, looking at him. He smiles, then holds out his hand for me to take, which I do. Ooh, there's pretzels. I want to take those instead. I'll still pay for you. Justin had stopped walking, our hands still connected, which made me stop walking. What's wrong? My ex is here with my ex-best friend. Oh my gosh, this is getting dramatic. Oh my gosh. He stammers nervously. Just as he was pointing to who they are, they approached us. He walked up next to me, squeezing my hand a little. Hello, Justin, the girl smiles. Going to introduce me? I'm Ivory, I speak, not needing anyone to speak for me. And you are? Hannah. His ex, she says. This is Ryan. Hi, Ryan, Hannah. I shake both of their hands with my free one. None of us spoke, especially Justin, who just stood there looking at the ground. Aw, he's nervous. Okay, well, we better go. Wait, are you two like a thing? Hannah had asked, Justin scoffing. Why does it matter? You were cheating on me. Justin spoke, me covering my mouth. I wanted to laugh, but I didn't. It was just a question, Hannah mumbles. I pull Justin with me, and he groans. I dread running into her again, but I want pretzels now too. He should have sang my type to her, LOL. I agree. He should have. That would have been very romantic. And he's a singer. He should have serenaded her. Absolutely. Okay, something tells me they are an absurd couple. I agree. Like I said, dramatic. I know it's so dramatic. I'm kind of sucked in, though. Now we are at Justin's point of view. Her innocent brown eyes looking around the carnival as she ate her soft pretzel, me just watching her. He's just watching her eat the soft pretzel like, You're staring. Is there something on my face? I shake my head and she pouts a little. Then what are you thinking about? You're really pretty, I blurt. Almost regret saying it. I feel like Justin Bieber would do that. I do feel like he would do that. Because just look down. When she looks back up, she's covering her cheeks, an obvious wide smile on her face. Thank you, she giggles a little. You're pretty handsome, she winks, me already blushing, which made me even more flustered. Oh my gosh, they're so flustered, all these feelings. It's so Valentine's Day. Even though I met you today, I really like you. As friend-wise, I nervously speak. Even though we've only known each other for a couple hours, it was so tempting to kiss her chapstick-covered lips. The fact she was my Valentine just made it even more tempting. Ditto, she grins. With her phone starts ringing, she answers it. Hi, Alex. There was a little twisted feeling when I heard a male voice say, Babe, where are you? I need you right now. I'm out with Justin. I told you this. She had spoke, me having a little hope because she told him I existed. Ugh, Alex, it's just throw up. Her eyes widened. Then she hung up. My friend Alex is babysitting and the kid blew chunks everywhere. Ew. She starts laughing. Do you need to go? I ask, hoping she'd say no. I smile when she shook her head, her afro of curls bouncing around. I like your hair. That was random, but thank you. She putting her fingers through it. Your tint of lilac is really adorable. It was purple before, then it faded. I explain, remembering when Hannah helped me dye my hair. Oh, he had purple hair? Oh my gosh. Oh, Justin Bieber did dye his hair purple once. I remember that. When Hannah helped me dye my hair. Just thinking of her made my emotion change. Are you okay? I shake my head and she walks over to my side of the picnic table. Her petite arms wrap around my neck, pulling my chest to her head, just like the first time we talked. What's wrong? Every time I think of Hannah, I get sad. I can't believe she just dumped me like that. Not to include the fact that she's dating my ex-best friend. I mumble, tears starting to fall. It just all hit me so hard. I must have looked like a complete expletive word that I'm not going to say when I showed up at her house. Justin, don't make yourself feel bad. When they were sneaking around, I must have looked like a fool, I mumble, Annie's hands cupping my face. She makes me look at her. You need to move on soon, she says, wiping my tears away. Don't reminisce on your past with her. Is it bad if I moved on already? I stammer, looking at her lips, then back at her eyes, her eyebrows dressed in confusion. Wait, what? Instead of replying, I made my move. I grabbed her waist softly, still staring into her eyes and closing mine when our lips had touched. She didn't pull away, which made me smile, her arms wrapping around my neck, before it turned into an actual tongue-on-tongue action. Oh, that was too graphic. That was too graphic, Wattpad. That was too graphic. She pulled away, staring at me. We just met today. I shrug. We can always get to know each other more. I'm torn. I'm torn of how I feel. Because number one, that's like a little fast, and then he's crying about the ex. So he's still not over the ex. And then he just met her. But then they were like all romantic, and then Ivy is like, you just kissed me, and it's like, well, you were having romantic moments before. How long is this again? It's almost over. This is the last chapter, I think. Let me see. Yeah, this is the last chapter. Justin's point of view. Ivory and I walked in silence. The carnival was starting to close, so we were starting to leave. As she held the bear up to her chest, she turns to me. Thank you for tonight, or today, I should say. No, thank you, I replied, putting my arm around her shoulder. Again, I'd probably be at home crying. Well, I don't want you at home crying tomorrow, she turns to me. I don't have work tomorrow. Can we do something? Sure. We walked to the car, me opening the door for her. She got in, and when I closed it, I heard the voice I didn't want to. What? I turned around to see Ryan walking towards me. Who's Ryan? I can't lie to you, even though we're not friends anymore, he sighs. I'm a cover-up. A cover-up? I feared my eyebrows. For what? Hannah, he replies. She was cheating on you, but not with me. She was cheating on you with this girl. She won't tell me if she's bisexual or lesbian, but I thought you should know. That doesn't make me feel any better. It doesn't matter what gender she cheated with. She still cheated. Ryan nods. Well, you've moved on by the looks of it. We look at Ivory, who is looking in the mirror, fixing her hair. I actually didn't, but I have a feeling something's going to happen. Well, good luck, he pats my shoulder, then continues walking. I silently thank him before getting into the car. Ivory smiles. What? Nothing, she chuckles. I'm just smiling. I'm confused by this story. I'm confused, and it's almost over. We are at Ivory's point of view. When we pull up at my house, he decides to walk me to the door. Smiling, I walk next to him, hugging the bear to my chest. I have fun, I say, and he smiles. I did too, he steps up. So what's our plans for tomorrow? She said the same thing over and over again. Like, come on. Like, think of something else to say, Ivory, come on. My job will be stocking all of the Valentine's Day candy in the back. We could go raid the back rooms and binge watch romance movies, I shrug, and he laughs. If we get caught, it's your fault. I'll risk it, I chuckle, opening my arms for a hug. He wraps his arms around my waist, picking me up from the ground a little. Laughing, I hit his shoulder. Put me down. He still holds me up, smiling at me. I usually don't kiss on the first date, but considering we already shared a kiss, I didn't care. With one hand, I cupped his face and pressed his lips to mine. Instead of a small kiss, we got into, this is too graphic. I'm skipping it because it's graphic and more pure. Justin jumped, almost dropping me, but he caught me before I touched the ground. Alex was standing in the doorway, his hand on his hip, an eyebrow raised. You just met him today. Life's too short, I replied, really flustered. Why are you in my house? I dropped the kids off at my mom's and came here to wait. I heard you scream, put me down. I watched you two make out. You're weird, I mumble. Justin is standing there. Justin, this is Alex. Alex, this is Justin. Justin holds his hand out, but Justin pushes it away and then pulls him in for a hug. That's weird. The hug lasted longer than expected, me laughing. Don't try to take my man, Alex. If I wanted your man, I would have had him by now. Alex patted Justin's cheek and then closed the door. I'm sorry about him. I apologized to Justin, who was laughing in amusement. It's fine, leaning in to kiss my cheek. I'll come by your house to see you around 5. See you then. And it is over. That's it. Okay. that was weird. So yeah. Cool. But I love the Valentine's Day theme. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoyed this really fun Valentine's Day celebration. I had fun. I hope you did too. Happy Valentine's Day. Love you. Weird, but still better. Yeah, it was weird. But I was kind of into it. I was sucked in a little bit. It took some turns that I didn't expect and got kind of weird. And I was kind of confused. But